Hey, it's Tanya, and I'm here using the December HipKits, and this layout is for an album I'm doing of a trip that my kids went to. They went with my folks to Mauritius in December last year, and I've got a couple of layouts that I've done already. There's a playlist if you're interested in them, if you haven't seen them. And I am doing mixed media backgrounds with this album, so I thought let me just go for it. So I'm trying all sorts of little things here and having a good old play. What I use there is a Distress spray by Tim Holtz. I think, can't remember the colour, sorry. Might be, nope, can't remember. Anyway, I added some more water to it and just painted it on the background, and then because I know that his paints react so well to water, his sprays, paints, same thing, so I figured I would flick water on. Well, first of all, I kind of threw water at it and sprayed water at it, and I wasn't quite getting what I wanted. So there we go, flickety flickety flick all over. And doesn't that look so pretty the way it dries? Yeah, it's magical. It really is. And those are watercolor tags or something that came in the kit from Heidi Swap. And I was listening to an old PRT episode on the way home the other day, and I think it had Jennifer Maguire on, and she mentioned this whole inking your embossing plate and putting it through the embossing tool thingy on the left. And I thought, yeah, hang on, I used to do that. Let me try it. So I incorporated that as well, stuck some of the extra paint that I had onto the embossing folder, and yeah, I think it came out quite pretty. And these don't flick very well, so yeah, that wasn't quite what I wanted to do, so I just splodged it on. And now I didn't want to waste, I mean, it's ridiculous, there's a tiny bit of paint there, but I thought, while I was doing this whole mixed media madness, I figured I would add some paint to it. And then I'm going to add some embossing paste because I want to smear embossing paste, which I've coloured all over the background. Yeah, that was a very long-winded way to say what I'm doing there. And I wanted to have the yellow colour because I think you can't really see, but what I'm trying to see there is whether the yellow is the same yellow as that is on the Maggie Holmes chipboard sheet that came in the kit. And it wasn't quite, so I added a bit more yellow paint, and now I'm feeling very, very proud of myself because, I've mixed and added, and now I'm going to smear it on. Pardon my head. And I'm just smearing away madly. And then we skip a bit because you don't want to see me smearing the whole time. It's just not exciting stuff. So I've got this I've sort of done a sort of diagonal, and so the bottom half is of all of this embossing, and then the tags are, what are they, banners? The banners are at the top. Now, I do like to map my photos, so I went through the Maggie Holmes 6x6 pad that came in the kit. Master of the others. I mean, you can see it's a 6x6 pad, but hey, I am explaining my process here. And normally I use my trimmer because I have an issue with lines that aren't straight, and I can't cut straight. I mean, if I was to have, one of those diabolical situations where it's either you or a straight cut, one of those tense situations, yeah, I wouldn't get a straight cut, so it's just not going to happen. But I was, being a little avant-garde, being a little freer, so I was cutting with my scissors. It's this mixed media thing, I think it starts to make you feel terribly creative, and you don't have to be too stiff. Whatever. So now I was taking the 3x4 cards, and I end up going with the one that I had in the beginning, which is another thing that happens to me often. I will do something and then think, wait, let me check other things, and I always go back to my first choice. So, and these are bits of washi tape. I think they're Studio Calico. And I figured I wanted to bring a bit of the yellow down there. I know there's all the yellow texture paste and that on the background, but I wanted a bit more yellow down there. Oh, and I coloured this with, paint. Yes, I coloured it with paint, and then I didn't do it all the way, so I had bits open, and I thought, well, why not put a little bit of the gold shimmers on there? And this is a banner from the Maggie Holmes chipboard sheet. I wasn't too sure in the beginning, I must admit. I wasn't too sure that it went there. But then I thought, I don't know, maybe it does. And when I put the beautiful on there, it kind of, I think, it kind of made it work. And then I figured, well, if I've got that bright glittery gold at the bottom, I really need something bright glittery gold at the top. So that's why the star went there. And I'm afraid I don't have any real... Oh, wait, I might be able to. I don't think... I might have related the story already. Oh, then I put that washi tape down and decided, well, it's way too long. And then I battled to bring it back up, but I got there in the end. I was going to say that I normally have a lot of story to tell you about the photograph, but I actually wasn't on this trip with my kids, so... And I'm pretty sure in one of the previous ones I did a photograph of these boat trips they take, and I told you all about the fact that the people ply you with liquor to ensure you have a good time. So I'm not going to tell you about that again. No. Oh, these are Heidi Swap's rub-ons. They look like sequins and stars and hexagons. And I thought I would add a bit of colour on this side. You've got all those yellow bubbles. Why not add a bit of colour? So I am rubbing away madly. And then I didn't think there was enough colour, so I thought, let's bring in a bit of a darker colour. I think primarily because that washi tape has a bit of dark colour on it, so that is how I managed to tie in those little, I think they're dark blue stars. And then I just tucked one under there, to make it look as if they were all in the background. And then more stars. There are stars everywhere on this layout. Stars galore. That actually... yeah, that reminds me of when I was much... oh no, wait. No, I was going to tell you something to do with stars, but it actually wasn't stars. So that's not going to work. But I'll tell you anyway, because I've started this story now. When I was much younger, my father has a great sense of humor as well, and he liked to tease me. And we were going somewhere, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm Mr. Take, and there's Mrs. Take, and I popped up with, and I'm Mistake." Yeah. It dawned on me that properly, that I had been right royally snookered with that one. He used to do a lot with me. I don't know. There was a thing about how whenever he would disappear, he would go off somewhere, and he would say before he was going off, he's going to see a man about a dog. And I would always wonder why, when he came back, he never came back with a dog. I mean, not that I like dogs. I mean, we were cat people, but it was very puzzling to me. And I'm just colouring in the stars now with the same paint as I did the dream today. But I just couldn't understand why we never had a dog. It was only years later that I realised that was a euphemism for needing to go and take a leak. Tell you, the things we go through as kids, traumatised. We're traumatised. And that was a bit of a tangent, wasn't it? Oh, this is fun. And not in a good way, people. I'm sorry. I'm about to subject you to the Star Saga. I wanted to put something else up there, and I had those 2 stars, but then I realized the colors weren't working, and then I remembered that we had these Studio Calico Mistable stars. So I thought, yep, let's get those out. So chose the small one for there, then that poor gold star, then a slightly bigger one down below. No, placing it where should it go? Oh, that's not looking right. Then I cut out a whole bunch of more moving around, and then I figured, oh well, I mean, they're mistable stars, you need to colour them in. So I've taken that lovely blue shimmers and used that to colour in, and I'm still not happy. So, figure that gold one's not right there, so let's put it there. Oh, let's bring in another star. Bit big, that star, yes. So we change that around, and then we make a mess, and we have to clean up the mess because we haven't waited for the stars to dry, naturally. We're too impatient. And still moving this star around. Ah, perfect. Let's color that one in. Now we're feeling happy with life. Are we feeling happy with life? Well, maybe. Oh, now we figure we need a star down there. So we do that. And then I knew it. I wasn't happy with that star. Still shifting the stars around. Tell you, I think I mentioned in one of my other videos, the indecisive nature of my scrapbooking. The things travel all over the page. Oh, see? Traveling stars. Oh, it's like the traveling Wilburys. Nerd. Okay. Oh, then I figured, okay, well that's not too bad. Now I'm actually going to commit because I'm still dirty. So I figure, but that wasn't it, because then I decided I wanted to put a bit of grounding for that title, and that had black on it and didn't like that, so I cut another bit off the frame to use underneath there, and that fit quite nicely. And now I'm recommitting the poor star. And I think I might be happy with the star formation now. Unfortunately, a lot of this got cut off towards the end, so I'm going to say very quickly, thank you for watching, and all I did was add Mauritius on that thingy that I put underneath the title, and you will see in the close-ups that, oh, and I did add in that bit at the end where I'd cut the hearts out that I showed you right in the beginning of the movie. So yeah, thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!